We're going to go boots on the ground out to AT&T Stadium where we find our Garrett Podell, who got a chance to jump in on that scrum that everyone sees. Garrett, bring us up to speed. How did Jerry feel about the win? What's the vibe like at AT&T right now?
Hey, Hailey, great to join you here from Jerry World. And Jerry himself, I mean, he viewed this win as kind of a season-altering or defining win. He said, we took really two paths. He was referring to when they traded for Quinnen Williams, traded for Logan Wilson. He said there was going in with Dak in the future or recalibrating. And he said they needed this win to stay in the playoff hunt. And he views this as now they're in the playoff race, which mathematically they are. And he said he couldn't say enough about Quinnen Williams. He said he was, quote, incremental. He meant instrumental, but instrumental to what this defense has done. And when I had a chance to talk to Oso Digizua, defense sack with the sack at the end of the game with Jalen Hurts, he said, yeah, Q has breathed life into us. And Dak Prescott, he opened his press conference saying, defense, defense, defense. So, hearing what you guys were saying about how there's a post-trade defense, like Rand was saying, that's exactly how the Cowboys feel. And obviously, a lot of love for George Pickens in that locker room right now, too.
So we know on the defense, like, Rand, I want to ask you this. Like, obviously, Michael Parsons, we all know that what happened there with the trade and whatnot. But they require the D tackle. And Quinnen Williams is not going to acquire as many sacks as Michael Parsons or what an edge rusher would do. But how does he impact this defense and going forward as a D tackle and how a big D tackle like Quinnen Williams is?
So when you pair him, because it's not just him, right? Obviously, Q is a great player. He's an all-pro player, and he's shown that in every year that he's played in the league. But I think it's the pairing with Kenny Clark. That now you have those two big guys in the middle. Kenny Clark can get edges, he can hit gaps, but he's also stout at the point of attack. And then now you add Quinnen next to him that can be that disruptive force up the middle. So now the center can only slide one way. And it's like, all right, pick your poison. Who are you sliding to? And now if you slide to Quinnen, then now you open up Kenny Clark to be able to win those one-on-one matchups. And like I know, yes, you want to be able to get pressure off the edge, but the quickest point to the quarterback is up the middle. And now they have an edge rusher that can, an interior rusher in Quinnen Williams that can do that. And then in those third and long situations, you can go with those 2-3 techniques with him and Odigizua. And then, again, good luck, because now you're forcing one guard to take a tackle set and you're going to slide the other and then give you one-on-one matchups on the edge.
Garrett, before we let you go, obviously we discussed a really big game coming up at Jerry's World on Thursday between the Cowboys and the Chiefs. It's going to feel like a playoff atmosphere. Did you get a sense from any of the guys in there what the excitement level is for that, what the challenge will be come Thursday?
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes you hear NFL players say, oh, yeah, we got to flush this 24-hour rule on to the next game. George Pickens said, no, we need to build on this momentum. We need to use this and take this into Thursday against the Kansas City Chiefs. And why not? I mean, the Chiefs are a team that just fought for their season in overtime. They came back and they did win, like the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, they're excited to go out and play. And you asked George Pickens, what's it like being out there and making these big catches? And he said, I expect to make these catches. And he said he could hear the roar each and every time he caught the ball. And I believe when he caught the slant to get the Cowboys down in a field goal range to get Brandon Aubrey's 42-yarder set up, this place was going absolutely bananas. And I think that's an environment that if any team's coming in, it's going to be a tough place to play. And Dak has ultimate trust in both Pickens and CeeDee Lamb.
Well, Garrett, I trust that you're going to enjoy the spread up there in the press box on Thanksgiving. Nothing better than that prime rib and the mac and cheese. We appreciate the time joining us here on Game Day Recap.